Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus, which is direct and inverse proportions. And in that class we take and solve some important questions related to that topic. Now in today's class we also take and solve some important questions based on direct and inverse proportions and solve your exercise. Okay. Now, we take some important questions related to that topic. And your question is, a car takes 2 hours to reach a 2 hours 2 hours to reach a okay a car takes 2 hours to reach a destination by a car takes 2 hours to reach a destination by uh, traveling at the speed of traveling at the speed of traveling at the speed of 60 km per hour 60 km per hour. Okay, how long will it take how long will it take how long will it take when the car travels when the car travels at the speed of 80 km per hour. Okay, now let's see solution. Dear friends, this is one of the most important questions of your syllabus, and this is direct and inverse proportions. Let's see what is the process to solve that questions. Okay, dear friends, look here. A car takes 2 hours to reach a destination traveling at the speed of 60 km per hour. Okay, so first of all we find what is the relation between speed and time. Okay, this is a very important question. Okay, dear students. Now look. So a car takes 2 hours to reach a destination by traveling at the speed of 60 km per hour. So dear friends, that car, if the car goes from the speed of 60 km per hour, then it takes 2 hours. So dear students, if the speed of car is increases, then the time taken by that car is decreases, and if the speed of the car is decreases, suppose that if the speed of the car decreases, then time taken by that car is increases. So in this way there are inverse proportions, inverse relation between speed of car and time taken by it. Okay, so first of all we prepare a tabulation. After that we solving that question, and how long will it take when the car travels at the speed of 80 km per hour. When to let us take now. First of all, we prepare a tabulation in this way. Now look. Now look. So first of all, we write here. We write as time in hour. Okay, and in second column we write as speed. Speed of car in kilometer per hour. So duration, the car takes 2 hours when to reach the destination by traveling at the speed its speed is 60 kilometer per hour. How long will it take? Now let it take x hours to complete this destination at the speed of 80 kilometer per hour. So we take as the car take x hour, okay, to reach the destination at the speed of 80 kilometer per hour. Okay, now let us say the car take x hours to reach the destination at the speed of 80 kilometer per hour. Okay, now look. So dear friend, this is one of the most important concept of that question. Now, since it is clear that there are inverse proportions between here, since there are inverse proportion between time and the speed of car. There are inverse proportions. Now, there are inverse proportions between time and speed of car, because of if one is increases, then other is decreases. If one is decreases, then other is increases. So in this way, we can say that, dear friends, there are inverse proportions between that two things. Now, thus we have 2 into 60 is equal to x into 80. Now we just simplify them. So we get x is equal to 2 into 60 upon 80. You will cancel here. 2 4 the 8, 2 2 the 4, 2 3 the 6. So 3 by 2 hours, or 1 upon 2 hours. Okay. So that car takes 1.5 hours to complete the destination when its speed is 80 kilometer per hour. So dear students, this is the required solution. So in this way, this is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. So please dear friends, do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on this topic. So this is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. So please dear friends, do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. This is one of the most important questions. Okay, so in this way, you can solve each and every questions of your. Now we take some other important questions of your syllabus based on these topics. Based on their friends, these topics. Now look, take and solve some very important questions. Based on this topic. And the question is, a farmer has enough food. A farmer has enough food to feed 20 animals to feed 20 animals in his cattle for 6 days. In his cattle, in his cattle for 6 days. For 6 days. Okay. How long would the food? How long? How long? How long would the food last? Would the food last if there were if there were 10 more animals in his 10 more animals in his 10 more animals in his cattle. Now let's see its solution. What is the process to solve that type of questions? Let's see, dear students. This is a very important questions of your syllabus, so please let's see. Here a farmer has enough food to feed 20 animals in his cattle for 6 days. You know that if number of animals and time means number of days in inverse proportion, because of if number of animals increases, the number of days it decreases. If this is decreases, so this is increases. So there are inverse proportions now between them. There are inverse proportions between them. So first of all we form a tabulation in this way. First of all we prepare a tablet. We arrange this question in tablet form. So look. So here a farmer enough food for to feed 20 animals. So this is number of animals. Here number of animals. And now we write here the number of days. Number of animals. Okay, now look here. Dear friends, the farmer enough food with 20 animals. So here there are 20 animals. Okay, and for 20 animals in his cattle for 60 days is 6 days. So how long would be food last if there are 10 more animals in his cattle? If 10 more animals also in their cattle, then total animals is 20 plus 10, that is what, 30 animals. So if 30 animals is there, then the food lasts for how many days? So we take and let the required days be x. Let the required days be x. Okay, that is, since there are inverse proportions, since there are inverse proportion, that is 20 into 6 is equal to 30 into x. So there is x is equal to 20 into 6 upon 30. 0 will be cancelled to 3 to the 4. So this is x is equal to 4. So this is x is equal to 4. So the food lasts for 4 days. Because of, you know that if number of animal is increases, then the number of days is decreases. Simple concept. So in this way we clear the concept of this question. This is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. So please dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on direct and inverse proportion. This is one of the most important chapter of your syllabus. Okay, dear students. So please dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions. Then after you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. This is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. Now we take and solve some other important questions related to that pattern. we take a very important questions related to that topic, and the question is: a factory requires a factory requires 42 machines 42 factory required 42 machines to produce a given number to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. Okay, 63 days. How many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in articles in 54 days. This is also a very important question of your syllabus. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, we can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise. Now let's see we clear the concept of this question. Look, the question is, dear students, a factory is there, and a factory requires 42 machines to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. Okay, if there are 42 machines are there and produce a given number of articles in 63 days, how many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? Means how many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days. So dear students, in that question, if number of machines is increases, then the time taken by that machines is reduced. If number of machines is increases, then the time taken to produce an article is what reduces. Number of time is reduces if number of article is increases. If number of machine is if number of machines increases, then number of days is decreases. If number of machines is decreases, then number of days is increases. So in this way, there are inverse proportions between number of machines and number of days. So look, first of all, we prepare a tabulation. Okay, after we simplify that question. Now look, we prepare a tabulation like that. Look, so one side we write a factory requires number of machines. Okay, number of machines, and in next column we write a number of number of days. Okay. Now, if there are 42 machines and produce a given number of articles in 63 days. 63 days. Okay. And how many machines? Let the required number of machine be x would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days. In how many? Okay, 54 days. Now, so the question is ki how many machines is produce the same number of articles in 54 days. Then let the required number of machine be x. Here there are inverse proportions. There are inverse proportions between number of machines and time in days. Okay, there are inverse proportions and there are inverse proportions between number of machines and time in days. Means thus we have 42 into 63, we just multiplying them. 42 into 63 is equal to x into 54, x into 54. Now what I do dear students, now from there we find the value of x. Means 42 into 63 upon 54. Now we just simplify them. 6 9s are 1. 6 7s are 42. 9 7s are 63. Now we get 7 into 7, that is 49. Thus in this way the required number of machine be 49. Thus the required number of machine be what? 49. So 49 machines produce the same number of articles in 54 days. Because of if machine is increases now the value of it is what? 49. Now look, if machine is less, then number of days is greater. If number of machines is greater, then number of days is less. So in this way there are inverse proportions between these two things. So in this way, dear students, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on inverse proportions. So dear students, this is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. Please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions, and after that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Now, dear students, we take and solve some important questions based on inverse proportions. That topic. Look. And a question is, if 15 workers can, the question is, if 15 workers can build a wall, in 48 hours, okay. If 15 workers can build a wall in 48 hours, how many workers will be required to do how many workers will be required to do the same work in the same work in 30 hours. Now let's see its solution. Okay, now here look, dear student, the question is if 15 workers can build a wall, okay, if 15 workers can build a wall in 48 hours, okay, how many workers will be required to do the same work in 30 hours? Dear student, if number of workers increases, then the time taken by to build the wall is decreases. If the number of workers is decreases, then the time taken to build the wall is increases. So in this way we can say that between workers and time taken to build the particular wall, the relation between them is inverse proportions. Okay, this means if one is increases, then other is decreases. So let first of all we form a tabulation. So like that, this is first. In one side we write the number of one column, we write the number of workers, and in the now we write the time taken, time in hours. Okay, so look, dear friends, if there are 15 workers then time taken to build this wall in 48 hours. Then time taken is what? 48 hours. Okay. Now, how many workers? So let the required workers be. Let the number of required workers be x. Okay. So let x workers is required to then do the same work in 30 hours. So there is dear students की inverse relation between these two things. Since there are inverse proportion between number of workers and time in hours. Okay, so we get as 15 into 48 is equal to x into 30. So from there we find the value of x, that is 15 into 48 upon 30. 9. Now look, 5 6 are 5 3 are 6 8 are 3 into 8 is left. So we get 3 8 are 24. So the value of x is what? 24. So in this way we require the 24 workers do the same work in 30 hours. Because of, look here, if number of workers is increases, then number of days is then time is decreases now. So in this way one quantity is increases, then other is decreases. So in this way there are inverse proportion between them. So this is the concept of inverse proportions, dear students. So please do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise. Thus, dear students, in next class we take and solve some other important question based on indirect and inverse proportions and complete your NCERT exercise. Okay, now thanks to all.